where you want it.
Bay 12, please.
Hello there, Batman fans, and welcome back to another Bay 12 video review. And today we're reviewing the DC Multiverse, The Joker, from Batman Death of the Family. Not Death in the Family. I know some people have mixed that up because, I mean, it's only a difference of one word. So it's easy to kind of mix and confuse those titles. So for those of you who are not familiar of Death of the Family, it is not the story where Joker brutalizes and murders Jason Todd, who then later becomes Red Hood. This is a much different story where Joker is very much more unhinged and is basically just trying to murder the whole Bat family. His goal is to kill the Bat family in this story, and you'll notice the face kind of hanging on, and that's because in this story, super metal by the way, in this story, Joker sees it as sees the symbolism of the Bat family wearing their masks, and that even without his mask, so he has his face removed, he is still the Joker, which is crazy. And that's just kind of how he sees it, and that's the ideology he takes going forward in this campaign to eliminate the Bat family. Of course, he doesn't, eliminate all of the Bat family because why would he? But you can't have Batman without the Joker, and you can't have Joker without the Batman. So here you go. But this is a pretty awesome figure for Todd to do, and I feel as though this figure has gone, I don't want to say by casual fans, because I don't see people as casual or like super into it fans, but there's a lot of fans who are not familiar with Death of the Family, and I'm sure there's a lot of you watching right now who are very familiar with Death of the Family, and those of you know it's a pretty brutal story. In fact, it was really bold with Gotham when they tried to recreate it somewhat with that version of the Joker, and they tried to do the whole surgically removed face thing, and that was actually pretty awesome of them to attempt. Not that I'm really into Gotham. I thought it was just kind of, for the most part, okay, but they did attempt some really cool things like this, and this was a pretty big moment. Now, I also really like the Bat Axe because, they can't do guns right now. Maybe one day we'll get guns back with our DC Multiverse, but we'll see. And the axe is cool. I like that it's in the shape of a bat. But that's pretty much it for the box. The back art is just the toy art that we've had with a lot of DC Multiverse stuff. So nothing really too exciting to show there. We, of course, do have a bio card, or data file card, which I will go ahead and read for you. So again, there's that awesome toy artwork of this Joker here. There's the data file. Real name unknown. Once a small-time crook, the Joker fell into a vat of chemicals that turned his skin white, his hair green, and his lips red, like a crazed clown. His crimes always involve pranks and jokes, ending with twisted punchlines that are only funny to the Joker. Not true, I find some of his jokes funny. He may look like he's clowning around, but this guy is bad news for Batman and Gotham City. After having his face cut off a year earlier, the Joker returns with said face morbidly staped to his face. Stapled. I think that's supposed to be stapled. Unless staped is a word. Is staped a word? It's got to be a typo, right? Let me know in the comments if... Let me know in the comments if staped is a word. And yes, he does staple his face to his face. Kidnapping the entire Bat family, he fully intends to destroy Batman by forcing him to see the demise of his adopted family. There you go. Well, pretty awesome, pretty brutal. And again, this is an awesome figure. They've done a lot of awesome Batman figures throughout DC Multiverse, but Todd has also given a really nice amount of attention 2 Joker figures as well. I mean, we got the 3 Jokers. We got Joker in a jar. We got... There was other Jokers. Why am I drawing a blank? I've reviewed so many Jokers in this line, and now I'm drawing a blank. Well, that's going to bug me. Comment some of the other Jokers if you would. Would you kindly? I like how we've got an open gestured hand for the left arm and a gripping hand for the right arm. Now, this is most definitely a trigger finger gesture, even though he comes with an axe. Now, you can flex his fingers to hold the axe. If you want. Or, whenever the McFarlane Toys weapon accessory pack comes out for other McFarlane Toys figures, like Spawn figures and so on, you may be able to use some of those for some of your DC Multiverse toys. Now, they weren't for the DC Multiverse line, but you could use that with some of your figures that look like they could hold some of those accessories from that accessory pack, right? Fully articulated head is on a ball joint. I love the detail of, you know, some of the just flesh just sitting off of his skull, some of the just scraped away sinew and fibers around the muscle and the skin. You've got a little bit of just the skin of his face just sitting forward because, again, he's wearing his actual face as a mask over, well, what's now his face because he cut his face off. I also liked how they added this little leather strap detail here. That's really cool for that. You can see the sunken eyes in the eye sockets there because, again, he's wearing his face over what's now his face, which is just, again, muscles, really. That big, ugly grin looks so good. Oh, Titan Joker. Arkham Joker. It just came to me. Other Jokers just came to me. We're getting another Arkham Joker soon. We're getting an Arkham City Joker here pretty soon. Excited about that. More to come. Anyway, head is on a ball joint. Fully articulated shoulders. Upper bicep, double jointed elbows, wrist joints, waist joints, hips, double jointed knees, ankles, and that toe joint. And I love the details they got on the suit as well. You got the green little tie there. You've got his flower on his right lapel. Would have been nice if they had painted the buttons a different color, just to offset them a little bit, maybe brass or green or gray or something, just to offset them a little, I feel. It would have been nice if we got some kind of like pinstriping just to kind of break up the flat plastic color of the suit, because this is just cast plastic. It's not painted. You can tell it's not painted. Now, I do like that they painted white the cover details on his shoes there. I do like that they went ahead and took care of that. Although they stopped at the buttons, it would have been nice if the buttons were black still, but they painted over them, which I get it. It's just a machine, most likely, that just goes brrr and just takes care of that, most likely. But still, would have been neat had they taken care of that. Really, most of the details that are focused on this figure are on the face. That's really what's the most important about this figure, and I get it. They really did deliver on what the essence of this Joker figure brings, and that is the unsettling nature of the fact that this guy was so unhinged that he cut his own face off and kept it as a mask. That's just like peak crazy for Joker, or one of the peak crazies for Joker, because sometimes he outdoes himself with his crazy. So there's that. Now, there's other Jokers I'm looking forward to. While I had a hard time remembering all of the Jokers that McFarlane's done, and he's done hundreds of figures so far, I know it doesn't seem like he has, but he really has. I still really badly want to see an Arthur from the Joker. I very, very much want to see an Arthur from McFarlane Toys so badly. Heath Ledger Joker, very much want to see that. Of course, he did the 60s Joker with the 60s line, but that's not part of this line. That's a different line and a different scale as well. So I don't, if somebody commented that, I acknowledge your comment ahead of time, but it doesn't really count for the sake of this lineup of figures, unfortunately. Just because, again, it's not the same line and it's not the same scale. But if you commented that, gold star to you for commenting that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for playing. Not that you were wrong. I'm not saying you were wrong. You're technically right. But yeah, there's still other Jokers to get. There's plenty of animated Jokers. I mean, we've gotten characters from Batman the Animated Series. We've gotten 2 different Batmen from Batman the Animated Series in this line. We got Harley Quinn from Batman the Animated Series in this line. But we still don't have a Joker from Batman the Animated Series in this line, which would be really cool, Todd. Please, Todd Father, please get us a BTAS Joker in the DC Multiverse line. I mean, I know you took over the DC Direct Batman the Animated Series line too. Yes, I get that. But again, I want it in this packaging too now. So please, Todd Father, I know you're out there. I know you're listening. And you keep delivering on amazing, amazing DC Multiverse greatness. But deliver on this too. Thank you. Todd Father be with you. For those who are super into DC Multiverse like us here at Bay 12. I mean, really, Todd has taken the DC brand to new heights when it comes to figures. Has he done a lot of Batman? Yes. But he's been branching out into some other really awesome and exciting stuff lately, like Blackest Night, which we will be getting to very, very soon, so stay tuned for that review. And Crime Syndicate, which we've been reviewing here on Bay 12. So if you've watched any of our other Crime Syndicate videos, make sure you stay tuned for more, because part 2 and part 4 are coming very soon. And go back and watch part 1 and 2. Those will be up on our YouTube channel soon. We had posted those previously on our Facebook page when we were posting on our Facebook page, but that'll be updated and archived over to the YouTube channel very, very soon, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning into this Joker figure review. Again, a really awesome, awesome Joker. If you haven't checked out Death of the Family, it's been a very, very long time since I've read that story. It doesn't feel like it because it's definitely a more modern story, but sometimes you just look back and you're like, oh, that story that you thought was like a year or 2 ago was almost 10 or more years ago now, and it's like, where did the time go, you know? Anyway, stay tuned for more. Check us out on social media, like and subscribe, and stay tuned for our live sales that we do on our Facebook page about once a month or so. We'll see you guys later. We'll see you another time. Same bat time, same bat channel.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.